but I didn't. This came from one person. All of this came from one person. Oh. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Kristen and I am feeling a little overwhelmed right now, but in a good way, but still overwhelmed. All right. So I received all of this. Some of these were gifts. Some of these are on loan. I wanted to show you everything in one video so that I could process this, because all of this is going to be broken up into multiple videos. And I want you to tell me what you're most interested in seeing first. So let me do something with all of this. I actually do not know what these are, but I'm just gonna have some fun playing with inks. I'm just gonna be doing some randomness. Throw some ink on the paper and see what I can do with it. Okay, next quickest thing is, this is a bookmark. Look at her, she's so cute. This little unicorn. I guess I can go ahead and free her. I'm gonna be using this on one of the few physical books that I have in my collection. Funny crocheted bookmark will save a spot in your favorite book and will not leave anyone indifferent. I love the unicorn mane. I got a book right here, inspired by Simone. I just started it a little while ago. Fits perfectly in the book with a little tail coming out the end. This is Pearl X powdered pigment. I can use a little bit of this in one of my samples of ink to give it a little bit of shimmer. And other samples, this is a Pen Chalet pen flush. So instead of just flushing your pen with water, flush it with the pen flush. Birmingham Pen Company, the monotonic. I'm gonna have to look it up. Editing Kristen here. I visited the Birmingham Pen Company website and found a little bit more information about their monotonic. According to the Birmingham Pen Company website, their monotonic is a solution that expedites fountain pen testing, tuning, maintenance, and cleaning. I did get a handful of these, but my kids got the colorful ones and I just kept the black one. So this is a Pilot Varsity with a medium nib. What is this? Yamamoto bank paper. Writes nicely. Yeah, nice and juicy. I like it. I have 24 ink samples. I'm going to have fun swatching these in a separate video. So I've got inks from Pen BBS. I've got KWZ in here. Diamine is in here. Pilot over Suzuku, Troublemaker. Let's see who else. Colorverse and a few others. I think that's a Kobe ink right there. Yeah, I got Ackerman, Ferris Wheel Press. Swatching video for these 24 inks is also coming soon. Oh, and that will include Lamy Tourmaline. So I have a full bottle. She gave me a full bottle of Lamy Tourmaline. Ooh, along with that, I have a few Sailor Shikiori. I probably have some Sailor Shikiori, Sailor Yoromeku inks that need to be unboxed and swatched, and I will include them in that video as well. I have a few packages that need to be unboxed. Continuing with the gifts that I received from Nadia, I've got some field notes, notebooks, and a Namasina. I'm gonna learn how to pronounce it. I got this cute little memo pad. I love this. It's got 50 sheets and this is an A7 size. So 110 by 59 millimeters. I like this. And the paper is just so nice and smooth. It sort of reminds me of the Kokuyo paper, the campus paper that I have, and maybe even plotter paper. So it's like that really nice, smooth paper. I love that. Field notes. I got these beautiful, beautiful notebooks. Oh, they're so cute. I love it. And next, Nadia introduced me to the world of pencils. I do have my preference for pencils. I really do like the harder lead. So I've got 0.3 millimeter HB lead in this platinum mechanical pencil. I got this one from Jet Pens. This platinum Pro Use 171 mechanical pencil. So Nadia introduced me to some of these wood pencils. I have absolutely no experience with fancy wooden pencils, so she gave me a selection to try out, see what I like. Okay, so let's see what we've got. This is Nataraj marble pencil, HB lead. This one is Blackwing with, I think this is the extra firm. This Eras pencil is extra firm. The Blackwing matte, this one is soft. One is balanced. I have no idea what these two are, what kind of lead is in these pencils, but these are, what is it, Musgrave Pencil Company? Genuine Tennessee Red Cedar, and this one is Genuine Tennessee Round with Red Cedar, from Red Cedar. And these got some sharp corners on this one. I like how it feels though. Holding an actual pencil the way it should be held. I see now why they're hexagonal. I've never used my pencils like this before though. And now that I've written with fountain pens, I can hold this properly and it feels actually really good. This is a Blackwing. This is a collaboration between Blackwing and independent bookstores. This is beautiful. I love this one. This has firm lead. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Yeah. And Harvest Bonded Lead by Musgrave. 320 #1 pencil. Nice little pencil sharpener to go with these as well. So these are my first ever fancy pencils. I've got 4 Blackwing pencils to test out. 5 Blackwing pencils. A marble, 2-seater, and one of these traditional looking ones. #1 pencil. Let me know. Do you like these pencils? How do you use pencils? How do you use your pencils? Do you sketch with them? Is it just writing? Is it drafting? Fountain pen people, what do you do with your pencils? I'd love to know. This Rickshaw pen case has several fountain pens in here. 9 fountain pens. They keep wanting to touch each other, but yeah. I'm trying to keep them spaced out so that none of them disturb the others. But look, aren't they beautiful already? Okay, so let's take a look at the ones in the middle. This, since I never had a Pilot 78G, this is a Pilot 78G. It says double broad on the nib, but it looks like a stub grind, which I'm so excited to try. Like there's absolutely no tipping on here. Looks like a stub. This is the Kaweco L Sport in anthracite. This is such a beautiful color and it's a lovely size. I love the weight of this fountain pen. So I have about 4, I believe, Kaweco Sports. So I've got the Iridescent Pearl. I've got the Cult Pens exclusive, the golden shimmery one. I've got white and I've got macchiato as well. So I think I have 4 total Kaweco Sports. And this is the AL Sport made out of aluminum. And I love the weight of this pen. And I actually really enjoy how cool it is to the touch. This color is beautiful. So if she's going to ask for this one back, I'm going to buy my own. But if she doesn't want this, I'll buy it from her. It just feels so good. It feels really good. Pilot E95S. 1 in black, 1 in the burgundy. This burgundy has a fine nib and the black has an extra fine nib. I'm so excited to try out a Japanese extra fine nib because I've only had experience with Western extra fine nibs, but I've never been bold enough to try anything narrower than a Japanese fine. I'm going to try these 2 out side by side to see what I like. When I first picked one up at the San Francisco Pen Show, it was a bit underwhelming because it felt like it was, I don't know. These pens feel really hollow. That's the best description I can give. It feels like the walls are so thin, and it does look thin. It feels deceptively light. It feels so light that it makes me nervous. And I wonder how that is going to affect my writing experience for these 2 fountain pens. This beautiful, colorful fountain pen, look at it. Let's just take a look at it first. This is one of the small maker pens. This is a Herbert Pen Company fountain pen. It has a 1.1 stub nib. It feels really nice in my hands. When there is a huge difference between the diameter of the barrel and the diameter of the section, it usually makes me nervous. So with the Montegrappa Elmo, I was nervous about that one. With the Scribo Feel, I was nervous about that one. And I wanted to feel those fountain pens to see if it would be uncomfortable for me, like that whole difference between the 2 diameters. And those actually feel really good. But in general, I really, really appreciate when fountain pens look like this under the cap, because it just feels so nice and so natural. This glossy finish, I am impressed by the high gloss on this thing and the depth of color. Look at that red. Look at that red. I'm actually impressed by the red in here. That's pretty cool. I like it. This is Heinz Pen Company. I believe this is Mysterious Mermaid. The Mysterious Mermaid finish. It's a Yovo medium nib. The transition from the barrel to the section on the Herbert Pen Company fountain pen is more gradual than it is on the Heinz Pen Company fountain pen, but it is not so stark. That's the word I was looking for. It's not as stark as, the other fountain pens that would make me nervous. So this feels really good, really comfortable in my hands, and it's not too narrow either, as far as I can tell at this moment. I love like these super duper embellished finials. Did I give you a close-up of this one? Take a look at that. This is a Platinum President. This red is actually quite nice. It's already inked up. I love it. See, I love that gradual section, that gradual taper down to the edge of the section. It's so nice. And I love the look of this Platinum President nib. It's so nice, so cool. This is a fine nib. This would be the type of red that I would be comfortable owning. That clip is just so nice. This, oh my gosh. This is a Sailor Pro Gear King of Pen. This is the Storm Over the Ocean model. I have never held a Sailor King of Pen in my hands. That's one of the things that I didn't get around to doing at the San Francisco Pen Show. Look at this thing, this chunker of a pen. This thing is huge. That's a big nib. That's a big nib. This is a medium nib. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about this one. And this is a beautiful color as well. I really like this one. Yeah, these are some real nice colors. Storm Over the Ocean, Sailor King of Pen with a medium nib. I'm excited to use this one. It's got some weight to it. It's got some heft to it. And as big as this pen and nib are, it still uses that itty bitty Sailor converter. Now that I see it in person, like I've seen it in fountain pen videos, like video reviews of the Sailor King of Pen, but now that I'm like pulling it out of the pen, it just seems laughable next to like this hunk of a pen. All right, so last but not least is a Sailor Realo. I have no idea what finish this is. I just know that it's beautiful. This is so gorgeous. And it has like little, I don't know, like a little starburst or firework or whatever it is on the nib. So it's a special collaboration between Sailor and some company or some individual on the finial. Look at that. That's beautiful. And I didn't realize that Sailor Realos could be so small. This is a 21 karat extra fine nib on the Sailor Realo. So I've got an extra fine Sailor nib. I've got an extra fine Pilot nib, and I'm excited. I'm going to be working on reviewing these, giving you my first impressions, and maybe like a week with these fountain pens or a week with each of these fountain pens. I'm going to have to break it up because I really want to better understand. So these are going to be together because I want to tell the difference. I want to be able to tell the difference between whether I like the fine nib or the extra fine nib on the Pilot E95S. So I need you to help me out. Would you like to see my impressions on these fountain pens? Or would you like to see a swatching video? Or would you like to see me unbox the Lamy Gold Oblique Medium Nib? Along with these things, I have a few more projects coming soon. December is going to be all about the Diamond Inkvent calendar. So I did purchase a 2023 Inkvent calendar. My plan is to post one Inkvent video per day in December. November and December, I'm going to be prepping, filming, and publishing Inkvent calendar stuff. And January, February, I'm going to be focusing on my 20 grinds in 20 days project. So I'm going to be grinding nibs as well as testing out and comparing nib grinds from my collection. So that's what's coming up. But I can intersperse some of these pen reviews and some of these ink swatches in between those projects. So please let me know because it's going to take a while for all of this to be published. So I want you to let me know what you want to see first. So I just want to say thank you so much for sticking with me, and I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and my first impressions of just seeing all of this stuff laid out. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a good day. Bye-bye.